Thank you. You all may be seated. Mrs. or Miss Johnson?
Soon to be Miss.
Sir, I was talking to her. Soon to be Miss.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I did. The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments. I've fulfilled my obligations in the amicable split that we had. So since the child is 18, I would like to be relieved of child support payments.
And there it is, the part she conveniently chose to ignore. This isn't just any 18-year-old moving out on their own. This is a child with special needs, and she really believed she could just walk away from it all.
Sir, how do you feel about that?
Ma'am, I don't know what kind of Afrocentrickery she's trying to run up in here, but it costs money to raise a child. I understand he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
$1,800 a month is solely for medical expenses. Not for food, not for shelter, not for education, just medical. And yet she has the audacity to claim she's fulfilled her responsibilities.
So now we're getting to the meat of it, because that's not what she just presented to me. She
She's
just
acting
presented
special
it.
right now because she don't want to.
Well, sir, let's not do name calling. That's not nice.
I didn't call her no names, ma'am. I'm just saying she's acting special. All I know is this: it costs money to take care of this child. I don't have it.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does he
He has a
have?
mental disability, ma'am.
Okay. What type of medical bills does he have?
Currently, my bills are running about $1,800 a month. I have a garage. Obviously, by my dress and appearance today, I'm a simple man, but I make a clean living and do what I have to do. But I can only fix so many cars a day and have to put on helmets and change stuff. I don't.
The father is out there doing everything possible to help his child gain independence, while the mother is in court trying to cut all ties. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried.
Okay, what type of medical expenses does the child have on a monthly basis?
He has rehabilitation.
Okay.
He also has some vocational training skills to help him. We're trying to get him out there on his own a little bit.
Okay.
And he also has a speech therapist that comes in once a week also.
And she's still trying to walk away. The judge is spelling it out for her, slowly and clearly, because she genuinely doesn't seem to grasp just how absurd her request really is.
And other than that, is he, does he have any other disabilities or anything?
Not really, other than, her not being around ever.
A little reprieve. Did she actually say that? This child's disability doesn't get a reprieve. The father doesn't get a reprieve. But now that it's inconvenient for her, suddenly she wants one? No, that's not how this works.
That's the only disability that's really got it messed up.
How much is rehab a month?
Rehab a month is $400, ma'am.
400. Okay. Does he go to a special type of school?
No, actually, the state sends someone to him at the residence because it's actually become more of a hindrance to get him somewhere than it is to actually take care of him at the home.
Okay. And you want to be removed from child support, and you hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child who's disabled, well, has special needs.
Oh, so now she admits the expenses aren't going anywhere. Yet she still walked in here thinking she could argue her way out of paying. If she really believed this was going to go her way, she's in for a serious wake-up call.
And I'm going to make this good due to the fact that I have been around, I do contribute, I am there. My job takes me all over the world. Not only I'm an educator, but I also have another son as well too, who is 16. I'm in both of their lives. So therefore, I need a little reprieve because there are certain things that I need to do with cash.
2 years. That's the only relief the father gets. But she wanted out today. Meanwhile, he's the one left to figure out how to keep everything together once those 2 years are up. Let that sink in.
Ma'am, when I speak, you stop talking, okay?
Sure.
You're doing a whole lot of talking, and you're not saying anything, okay? Your child has needs that this man pays for. Rehab alone is $400 a month. Is this an expense that a doctor has told you that's going to be ongoing in the future?
Yes, ma'am. It's still
A little over. Oh, here we go. This is the part where the math suddenly gets fuzzy.
You know, she's just worried about her needs.
What about
the people in hell need ice water?
What about the caretaker coming out to the home? Is that going to be something that's ongoing as well?
No, ma'am. That's going to end here actually in about two.
Whoa, this man just called her out without a hint of hesitation. And let's be real, he knows she's making more money. He's been raising this child while she's been out there doing who knows what for the past 2 years.
2 years.
Yes,
2
ma'am.
years?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you are asking me to stop paying child support today? You know what? Ma'am, according to the paperwork that you provided, your child support is based on your annual income of $30,000 a year, right?
That is correct.
How much are you making now?
Probably a little more over 10,000.
So that little over $110,000 suddenly shrinks to $440,000. Funny how the numbers start changing the moment the judge starts asking real questions.
Okay.
Over that.
You know what? Let me ask him, because I don't think some of the information you're giving me is very truthful. Sir, how much money does she make a year that you know of?
When we first did the situation, she was making $30,000 a year. Now,
Okay.
by the way we dress today, obviously one of us didn't come up. So I think somebody might need to talk to somebody or count some beans or something, because I know somebody making a little money ain't.
Claimed what, exactly? And she really thought she could just waltz in and walk away? This isn't just a bad excuse, it's a flat-out lie.
I had this garage by myself for 35 years.
But the child lives with you, correct?
Right. Now, I
Ma'am?
keep my other garage.
Ma'am, how much money do you make a year, truthfully?
Truthfully, about 42,000.
Excuse me, another reprieve, hmm? This father doesn't get a reprieve from taking care of his child, he doesn't get a break. But now that it's your turn to pay, suddenly you want one? Unbelievable.
You made more money, and you tried to, first of all, I feel offended that you came into my courtroom and tried to downplay what the situation was, what it was in the first.
And there it is. She walked in thinking she'd leave free and clear, but instead, she's walking out with a court-ordered bill. That's karma working in real time.
It appears though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on. Your child has special needs that this man has been paying for, and you have gotten a $12,000 raise, in a sense, of salary.
Period of time.
And he, excuse me,
See, that's the reason I got
even
rid of
over
her.
a
You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years. 2 years. Right, that long. Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do what I need to.
You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him that it's going to stop, the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, right? That is a long time.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need.
I don't have a problem. The only reprieve you're going to get here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis.
I don't have a problem continuing
the only
taking care of my
reprieve,
child.
the only reprieve you're going to receive here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis.
So, this is where we're going today. Is it going to be continued? Because I've already been doing this. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to go up.
That's where we're going to do.
Is it continued? Because I've been doing.
Oh yeah, it's going to go up.
Excuse
It's
me.
definitely going.
The math is mathing, and unfortunately, the numbers aren't in his favor. Meanwhile, the mother just dodged paying more, and you just know she's breathing a sigh of relief right now.
Apparently, denial isn't just in Africa; it's here today.
Look, listen, sir. Listen. Your little innuendos, those are cute, but let's leave them somewhere else. They're not going to take place in here. Okay? They're not going to take place in here. And ma'am, your outburst, please. I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
No, you shouldn't be. You should not be impressed. You came into this courtroom and tried to misrepresent, and you just simply don't want to take care of your child. That is ridiculous.
And that's case closed. She walked in thinking she was about to erase her child support payments.
Ma'am, so you said you make $42,000 a year. According to my calculation, that's about $3,500 for gross a month. That puts your net resources at $2,948.13. Who carries the health insurance on the child?
That would be me, ma'am.
Both.
Well, the adult child, excuse me. You carry health insurance, and what were you getting ready to say, ma'am?
Both of us.
So the child is equally covered. Okay, great.
Yes.
And I heard you say that you had a 16-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to base your child support. You get credit for the child that you already have. So your child support is going to be set at $471.08 per month.
Say that again.
$471.70 per month. Understood?
That's clear.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Well, I was hoping, ma'am, if I could get a little boost in that, because the youngest son, he currently is being tested as well for some problems that he may be having.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
this is not the platform for you to be asking for an increase, and you just heard what this woman makes, and you heard me do the calculation based on what it is that she make. No, sir. That's not how these things are done.
mean,
You
she
cannot get an increase from what she's making. What she makes is what she makes. Child support is based on a calculation. It's that simple.
But instead, she walked out with a court-ordered bill. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Thanks for watching.
You want to do something later and file something in court once it's been diagnosed, what your other child may have, then you can do that. But until then, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You all may be dismissed.